so here we go. Yeah, Shadowmew, I don't know if it's a random or not. If you need to, just go to a different table. Okay, so round one, everybody. Okay, so here we go. Oh, I love the sleeves. They look epic already. So I'm curious who won the... Ooh, yes. Oh, yeah. Oh, an instant max C. Grunt really making things a little difficult here. So we've got Abyss Actor, Curtain Raiser. This is really good. Then he's going to use Duelist Alliance here. This is going to give him any card that has Pendulum in its name. So, oh, Stargraph Pendulum. Was not expecting that. You guys know me. I love Pendulum builds, so I'm already hype about this. He's going to use the effect here. This allows him to special summon the card, and then it bumps up to 2200 if that's the only Pendulum monster. Okay, so uses Wisdom Eye Magician. I like it. Very smart play. Harmonizing. Now, he can use the effect of Wisdom Eye here, which he's going to do. Pops the card, setting a scale that he's going to like. Probably a scale of 1 is going to be... Oh, just 2. Oaf's a great choice. Then goes ahead and uses Star Pendulum's effect to get Purple Poison. And right away, this is a really good turn. I like the normal summon of Double Iris Magician. I think that's definitely the right decision. Okay, so he's going to go ahead, and it looks like he's going to link. Oh! Oh, that's right, everybody. I totally forgot Electromite is at 1 in this format. Oh, again, the OCG list, I just love it. Okay, so, or at least the list that they have for this game. Very interesting here. Okay, uses the effect. Now, that's good. Astrograph Sorcerer is a very good card to pop here. He's going to get a draw off this, I believe. Yeah, so 2 chains here. Just really great stuff already. I can't believe I forgot Electromites at 2. Or at 1. So there's the special summon. Really nice stuff here from Wolf. I like it. Oh, goes for Wisdom Eye again. Now there's the draw effect of Electromite that I was just talking about. So he activates another Wisdom Eye. This is really smart. So he's going to use the effect to set another scale up. And notice he's got 2 zones from Electromite that he can special to. I like it. I mean, it's really good right now. Okay, and he's going to go for 3 now. Okay, goes for Celine. Yep, pretty good. Man, I am very curious what the ending board of Wolf is going to be here. And notice that he's using the Pendulum effect here. And so that gives him a card back to the hand. Oh man, I love this build already. It looks so good. This is extremely effective stuff here. No doubt about it. Okay, so it seems like he's... Yeah, I was going to say, once he commits to the Pendulum summon, it's a pretty big deal. That's right, Sharp. I am addicted to pendulums. In fact, I got something spicy coming for those, by the way. Okay. And then I believe, yeah, then he's going to be able to get out the Purple Poison Magician. Nice. Oh, this is just... What a board. An absolutely beautiful board here. Now, what's he going to go for is my question. Okay. Oh, yes. Oh, I wonder if he's doing what I was going to do. Oh, Grunt, you're in so much trouble if I think he's about to do what he's going to do. Are we going to see the instant fusion? He's doing it! This is the tech I was going to show you guys! Oh! Oh, Grunt, you had to do that. If not, it was over. And so the primal being coming out. Wolf, I thought I was the only one building that. That was the spicy tech, is you can make the OTK with Starving Venom. This card right here, guys, if you're not sure what I'm talking about, you can make the Lyrillist card with it. Oh my gosh! I was just talking about how I consistently can do that. Oh man, and now Grunt has all the resources in the world. Is there any surprise, everybody? He's back on the Drytron. He took first place last week with this. Okay, let's see what he does next. Now, I do appreciate what Wolf did here by trying this OTK, but that's the only problem with it. If there's any hand trap, it's over. All it takes is one interruption, and there's really no way that you can combat it. So, or at least that you can come back from it, at least from the way I've been building mine. It works. Consistently works. As soon as I saw that Anaconda, everyone, I thought, oh, he's doing it. Oh, man. Oh, that would have been awesome. So as you can see, everyone, we are off to a hype round one. Ooh, Natasha. This card is so good in the grave, everybody. You can't sleep on this. Like, you have to know exactly what you're doing to try and combat that card, because once it's in the graveyard, it's very effective. It just causes all kinds of problems. Ooh, this is good. Now, I like what Grunt's doing here with the Nightmare Phoenix. He's going to go ahead and blow up the field here. Or at least blow up one of the cards that he wants in the Pendulum zone. Oh, interesting. Just goes for the token. I don't think that would do that. Yeah, I was going to say, that's got to be a different effect. Wow. And there, oh, Grunt. I was so not expecting that. Wow. It smacks in with the Primal Being token. And for the win. Oh my gosh. Oh! Grunt! Oh! Settle down. Oh, that was so good. Oh. Wow. What a first match. What a first match. That was just awesome. Okay. Let's go find Daddyzilla here. Okay. I don't see Daddyzilla. Where is Daddyzilla at? I wonder if their match is already done. Okay, oh, there they are. Okay, so the next person we were going to check out was Daddyzilla. He's also new to our channel. Man, oh, that was so good. Wolf, that's so funny you had the same thinking with that combo. It's fun. Without a doubt, it's fun when you can pull it off. Ooh, Prank Kids. Okay. I like this. Grunt's gonna like this. He's a big fan of this deck as well. He plays it in real life. There's Meow Mew. Okay. Uses the effect of Fansies to send Dropsies. Dropsy specials. Okay. Then he's gonna go for a Cock-a-doodle-doo probably. Yep. Or I should say Doodle-doo. Okay. Too many farm animals. Oh, but Diabolus with the Imperm. That man's too good. He just always has something ready. Alright, he does gain the 1,000 though, so that's good. There's Lampsies. Okay, and he's going to go ahead and link off for another one. Interesting, very interesting. There's the 500 damage, I like it. Oh my gosh, BananaJesus, stop. Okay, so there's Bow Wow Bark. What's wrong with Daddyzilla? Okay, that's his name. Okay, so here we go. Monster Reborn now. Yep, and there's the special summon of Lampsies, and that's what I was waiting for was Pandemonium. This card, oh man. Shadow got to, oh, that was not what I was expecting. I was expecting not the hard ones per turn card. I'm forgetting its name at the top of my head here, but it's a really good card. Okay, so uses the effect. Yep, lots of great extending here. Ooh, what is he going for now? Oh, okay, yeah, that's a great play here. That's not a bad card to end on. The only problem I could see would be if there's a kaiju of some kind. Oh! And, well, there you have it, right? Diablo's showing again just how ready he is. Okay. Oh, no. Oh, guys, he's bringing the hype. Okay, so he's got his Tri-Brigade build, and I'm assuming it's his Ancient Warrior one. He sends Kit, sends Nerval. Nerval's effect is going to give him Harass. This is really good. Sets one. Oh, that's okay, Daddyzilla. Yeah, I like it, man. Like I said, it's nice to have you on our channel. Okay, so draws for turn. Okay, main one. And honestly, it could have been a lot worse. That's interesting. I'm surprised that's all that Diabolus ended on here. So there's Roxy's. Now, this tells me that there must be some sort of chain possible here with Diabolus. So let's see what that might be. Nope. Okay, nothing right now. Okay, so there's Meow Mew. Look at that dog. The artwork cracks me up. Okay, activates Prank Kid's place. Okay, Roxy's is going to chain in the process. So Roxy's is going to resolve first. So the chain happens backwards. Okay, sending the Ghost Ogre. It's interesting how much I've seen that hand trap. I've been seeing that much more now that we're on Master Duel than I usually do in real life. I almost never see it anymore. So pretty interesting. There's the special summon of Fansies. And not a bad situation at all here for Daddyzilla. Ooh, Thunder Dragon. Was not anticipating that. So that's going to allow him to get 2 copies from deck if he wants. Nope, just the one. Notice it's blinged out. Yes, us Yu-Gi-Oh players do enjoy our bling. Okay, the second one's not as blinged out. I'm disappointed. No, it's fine. So, let's see what he goes for. Hey Jay, there's stuff I think oh. Now that's some spice, everybody. That's a problem. Okay, so I was not anticipating the Thunder Dragon Colossus. That's a huge problem. And then he got the recovery of the Monster Reborn here. Oh, good gosh. Okay, so it's pretty good. Man, this is impressive. This is quite the build from Daddyzilla here. Oh, okay. This is such a good play here. So the Infinite Impermanence, I so agree with this decision. Targets the Thunder Colossus so he can still get cards back if he needs to this turn for some reason. That is a genius play. And that causes the Monster Reborn to fizzle. And notice that's all it took. Wow, very great play there from Diabolus, who's going by nobody because for some reason they don't allow him to use it on Master Duel. Okay, ooh. And notice the dog is concerned over there. The World Chalice one. Okay. I like those little animals. I think they sound so good. BananaJesus, you know that doesn't matter to me. I just want to see the cards. I just thought it was funny that he had those. Oh my gosh. See guys, I love our group. We have so much fun together. That's what it's about. Okay, I like this decision. It's just a normal summon of Kit, and the effect's going to go off here. Very smart. Man, excellent duel, you guys. Really good. So he's going to go ahead and banish the 2. And which Link 2 is he going for? Okay, just goes for this one. So that is going to lead to a special. And I believe he still has the Caress in hand. Yeah, so I wonder if that's what he's going to go for here. I'm not sure. It is. Okay. I like the decision. Now if he needs to, he can go into the Link 4. Okay, he's going to use the effect first. What's still in the grave? Oh, he still does have stuff in the grave. That's actually good. So he's going to be able to make something very powerful here. Yeah, this is looking really strong for him. Okay, so I really like this. The Bear Brum is so smart. This is going to give him the trap. And so the trap is absolutely crucial for this working the way that he wants it to. He definitely needs this if it's going to work. Okay. Yeah, I like this. I mean, as spicy as this board is, and we don't know what Daddyzilla is going to go into with that Monster Reborn, because I have a strong feeling Daddyzilla was not done trying to extend there. I think more was definitely going to happen. I think the interruption from Diabolus on both turns has been very effective. And now he's in a really good position where he can actually go into the Link 4, banish the Colossus, which would be fantastic, and then really start to establish the board he wants. And then if he gets Revolt, he can set that and then be ready to go for interruption on the next turn. So the Kaiju putting in major work, and the two Infinite Impermanents is fantastic deck building. Yep, there's the boy. There's Shrag. Or Shrag. Okay. And this is going to lead to the banishing. Such a good card. You know, if you've never played Tri-Brigade, it is super fun. I wasn't sure how much I'd enjoy the deck, and it's a blast to play. Oh, he does still get the effective kit here. However, Colossus is still on the field. I was just going to say, the effect's going to have to go off here. Now, I like the way this is going to happen. So the way it's going to happen, the Chain 3 resolves first. So when you guys activate chains, they work backwards in the way they resolve. Notice now that does give him his effect to get kit back. Okay, so that's actually really good. Or the effective kit, I should say. That's going to allow something to happen. And then he can send the Nerve Ball. Notice BananaJesus, it is blinged out. You see that? No. Okay. And adding Fractal to the hand. Yeah, this is a really great turn for Diabolus, who it did look pretty bad there. It looked a little bleak, and he's in firm control now. This is going to be very difficult for Daddyzilla to combat. Okay. And then he's going to smack in. Yep. Great play. Okay, nice. Good stuff. Main 2, he's going to set the trap now. Oh no, he hasn't sent this off yet, has he? Yeah, so he still has to find a way to link this off. Yeah, I was just going to say. Oh, that's okay, TheHarveCardMan. Dumb Gamers 22, if you want to jump in his place, you can. I do like this decision to go for the Link 3. And the reason being, he wants to get the trap effect because he wants that interruption on Daddyzilla's turn. It's a very smart decision. And then he chains the Link 4 here, which is going to end up giving him a card. Yeah, good stuff. And then, like I said, he's going to add the trap here. So, that it is his Ancient Warriors build. And now here's the effect resolving, chaining everything backwards. And there's Revolt. Man, what a turn for Diabolus. Who, again, is not a nobody. Okay, so... he may go by that name, but that's not how I'll refer to him. He's a great guy. Okay, so next turn now for Daddyzilla. And he's going to need a good draw here. Yeah, something very strong that could almost force the revolt, I want to say. And hopefully he got something really good that he wanted. Because if he can force the revolt, then that stops the interruption. Okay, starts with a face down. Yep, okay, so he is actually just going to go ahead and play it. It does seem maybe a little bit early to me. But I trust his judgment. Alright, let's see how this ends. Again, to the TheHarveCardMan, we appreciate that you were able to play when you could. And again, dumb gamers, if you're watching, you are more than welcome to join in there, sir. Nice. Yeah, man, that card is just so good. Yeah, just look at this, everybody. Jeez. Now, what's he gonna go for? Oh, the TheHarveCardMan had to pop out. So if you want, you could come into the tournament and take his place. That is fine with me if you want to do that. So is he just going to go ahead and banish the face down, I wonder? Now, Nerval's effect is going to go off here, which is going to set him up for the next turn. Gosh, my fear here for Diabolus is the life points are low. 2,700 is awfully low in Yu-Gi-Oh! Especially when there's so many ways to do so much damage in one turn. So let's see what he does here. Yeah, dumb gamers, I appreciate that, man. So wherever the TheHarveCardMan would have been in the bracket, you'll just take his spot. Thank you for filling in. Okay, so there's Fractal. We got, guys, I'm telling you, we have such a great community. If you ever want to join these online tournaments, I'll make sure when we have a break that I'll send you a link to our Discord. These are free. For the Master Duel tourneys, it's something I'm considering doing once a week because I do think they're a lot of fun. I've been having a lot of fun doing them, but we're also going to do other events too. Oh, this is good. So he does start off with the summon of Master Sun Wu. Really good here. Oh, okay. So goes for Prank Kid's plan. Now, he doesn't control anything, though. Right? Doesn't he have to have those on the field, I thought? Yeah, I think he would have needed that maybe a turn later. Oh, this is looking real good for BananaJesus now. Or not BananaJesus, sorry, Diabolus. Yep, and there's the special summon. Everything going the right way at this point. Really good. Daddyzilla, it's alright, man. It's okay. Remember, it's your first tournament with us, so don't worry about it. That does happen, but that is quite alright, man. And trust me, the more you stick with us, the better you're going to get at these tournaments. You're going to have tons of fun. Okay, so smacks in for 1,000, then goes for the 18. And I think this is going to be game. I think he's got enough here. And it's going to be the Link 4, it looks like, for the win. Oh, and there it is. Diabolus bringing it all the way back, finding a way through the Colossus, having just the right amount of interruption. Great duel, you two. Fantastic. It looks like Sin Raven and BananaJesus are ready to go. Now, both of these duelists, if you watch our channel, are very accomplished duelists. Sin Raven has finished in the top part of our standings now several times. So he's quickly emerging as one of our top people alongside Grunt and Obelisk Blue 13, BananaJesus, Shadow Mew, Diabolus. You know, he's really establishing that online record. Okay, so, ooh, a face down. That is not the way that you typically want to start a duel. That's rough. That's definitely rough. Okay, so let's see what happens next here. So for BananaJesus, that's a tough way to do things. Oh, wow. All in here. Almost all the cash spent here on the board. Let's see here. Gosh, I'm so curious what BananaJesus is playing here. That's what's tough about a best of one. Because if you end up bricking, it's like, man, what do I do next? That's always so difficult. Oh, Daddyzilla, thanks, man. I appreciate that. Okay, so draws for turn. And here's where we're going to see what he's playing. It should be very interesting. Oh, that's what I was afraid of, the Lightning Storm. Such a good going second card. Oh, no. Oh, that hurts. 2 Solemn Strikes blown up just like that. Oh, that's rough. Okay, oh, and this makes me think we're on Sky Strikers. So there's the upstart. Loading up that grave with spells as much as he can. He's already got 2 in there. Yep, and we are. So there's Ace Rose. And I'm assuming he's going to link off Ace here. Okay. Yep, goes for Hayate. I like the decision. Now, he might just go ahead and attack directly. Let's see if that's the decision. And then that's gonna... No, he is gonna attack the monster. Let's see if it's big enough. Like if it... Oh! Oh, that's interesting. So, Glow Up Bloom. Oh, wow, are we playing a zombie build? Oh, that's super interesting from BananaJesus. Okay, so there goes Ray. I like the decision. Now, the Glow Up Bloom's effect is going to go off here, yeah. So he gets to add a zombie. It's a level 5 or higher one from the hand, yeah. Oh, okay, goes for Jack. Now, Jack's really nice because it's a nice extender. So that gives Sin Raven a very good idea what he's facing. And I'm going to be honest with you, I have never seen Sky Striker versus Zombie. So this will be very interesting. There's Shizuki. That's really good on the end phase. This is going to allow him to add a Sky Striker spell. So that's very good. 1 face down. The end phase effect of Shizuki is going to go off now. And let's see what it's going to be. It's going to be engage, multi-roll. It is engage. Okay, so it goes for engage. Man, that is so tough for BananaJesus. I do like the decision though. The card that he got is such a great extender for zombie decks. It's super effective. Oh, the only problem I see here is he used so many resources early. Like, this Solemn Strike would have been a big play earlier on. Okay, he is going to go ahead and use the effect here. Oh, and he sends the Doom King. Oh, gosh, man, he always seems to have everything Sin Raven ready to go. This Sky Striker build of his is just so solid. And then for BananaJesus, it's like, man, how many more cards does he want to give him But at the same time, he has to build some kind of board. He wants to make sure that he can establish something. All the cash is spent here. Now, what's nice though is on the standby phase, he does get to get this back. Oh, no wait, he does not, because there's nothing in the field zone. That's right. I mean, at least he gets a special. Oh, but he'll use the quick effect. That's right. Never mind. Yeah, I'm thinking through everything now. Nice play here, BananaJesus. That's a good stall situation for you. We got different results coming in. Okay, oh, smart. Okay, so he's actually targeting the Shizuki using Eagle. I do like Eagle Booster here. If you guys don't know what this does, it protects any monster that's in the extra monster zone. So that's really effective. So it makes it to where it can't be destroyed by battle. And I think it's unaffected, yeah, by card effects. It's really good. Okay, there's Mobilize Engage now. Now, let's see what Sky Striker card he goes for. Multi-roll just puts in so much work. That could definitely be a good option. Yeah, and so that's what he goes for. Very smart. Oh my gosh. Yeah, BananaJesus, I get it, man. Sky Strikers is such a tough deck to get around, especially when they get everything going the right way for them. There's so much control involved with them. But I do feel they're very technical to play. But zombies are a very interesting counter to that deck, so I'll be curious to see what you do. Okay, so goes ahead and targets the face down. Okay, this is where he decides to spend the quick effect. I like it. So targets Doom King, and that's going to special summon to the field. Very nice. Oh, this is what I'm talking about, everybody. So he's got the Forbidden Chalice. That's going to stop Jack's effect from going off, and the Doom King is going to be stuck in the grave. Oh my goodness, so effective. And that's what I love about this card. In some ways, I actually think it's better than Infinite Impermanence, honestly. The fact that you can activate it on your turn, you don't have the restriction of Infinite Imperm. I mean, there are some really good benefits to that being a quick play like that. Oh, okay. Goes for an Afterburner here now. And then that's going to get rid of Jack. Yep, so he goes ahead and destroys the card. Ooh. Great play. Absolutely fantastic play here. Oh, no! And was that Ice Dragon's Prison? It was. Oh, my gosh. That's just rough. And now all the resources are spent here for BananaJesus, and he's going to have an amazing top deck at this point. Kagari comes out, which is really good. He's going to be able to get, if he wants here, Mobilize Engage, which is exactly what he goes for. Kagari does get a little boost for every spell that's in there by 100. And 21 is very solid for this type of control game. There's the activation of Mobilize Engage, just so good. And he's also going to get a draw of 1 in addition to this, because he actually has 3 or more spells in the grave. So there's that extra draw I was talking about. Goes ahead and attacks here. And that, man, nothing I don't think he can do. Ooh, Ouch. Yeah, main 2, and then here's where the back row hate starts. So you're going to see a lot of cards probably get put down. And then, of course, you also have multi-roll. He's going to link off here, tagging out for Shizuki, I'm assuming. Yep. So goes for Shizuki, just so difficult to combat. Yep, and there we go, putting down some back row hate, which is difficult. And then multi-roll's effect is still going to go off here on the end phase. And then you also get Shizuki's effect. So, this is where a lightning storm would be so effective. That would be a great top deck here for BananaJesus if he could get that and just blow up all of that back row. Nice decision to go for the Eagle Booster. Very smart. And then Shizuki's effect now. And this is what I'm talking about, guys. The back row hate. I mean, I don't know what you do against that. Oh, that is just rough. Oh, BananaJesus, I get it. I struggle with the spelling on the phone too. That's just how it goes. Oh man, that is just tough. Oh, hey, thank you for the follow there, ZRNRE Streams. Thank you so much for that. We appreciate that. Okay. Man, and just not something that he can use right now. That's rough. Okay, so there's the turn change, draw phase. And this is where Raven's looking really solid. It's going to be very difficult to combat the situation that we see here. Okay, standby, and then main phase 1. I'm trying to think what the outs are here. Obviously a Kaiju would be very effective. Maybe BananaJesus is thinking, if I can just survive one turn, if there's a way I can put something in the main monster zone, that would really shut a bunch of stuff off. So he's going to go ahead and use multi-roll here, popping the card. Okay, gets the effect here of Hercule base. BananaJesus saying he's going to spend 200 just to get every anti-spell fragrance type card that shuts off this kind of deck. So, I totally understand that. Oh man, because it is a tough deck. This is where, you know, like an Imperial Order, man, that would put in so much work. Okay, there's Kagari now. And notice he was able to put that back, which is just so strong. That's why this card is just so good, multi-roll. It just really helps you recycle super well. But for the Sky Striker players, the biggest thing I can think of is if you run into a deck that loves to banish, where Marco Cosmos is out, that's a problem. So now we've got Sky Striker Mobilize Engage being activated, and this is really tough at this point because Sin Raven looks to be in complete control. Again, he really needs to get something that could just take care of that back row. And notice all the additional cards that he's got here. Mobilize Engage being so good because it gives him what he wants from the deck, and he gets an additional draw. Very difficult to combat. So goes ahead and targets Jack in the grave. Oh no, and he's got another one. So Shark Cannon is actually going to get rid of the Doom King too. Oh, that's rough. Yeah, that's a great play right there. Yeah, you know, I was shocked when Mobilize Engage Dumb Gamers came off the ban list. I couldn't believe it. Oh my gosh, and notice he gets the Doom King out. I was not anticipating that part. I forgot that he gets to special it to his side of the field because he controls 3 or more traps. That's right. Oh my, or that have been in the graveyard. Oh my gosh. It's rough. It's really rough. And I think he's trying to go for game at this point. There's Hayate. Man, the control. Such a good deck. Okay, goes ahead and tags out. And let's see what he goes for. Okay, so goes for Kanina. So let's see what he's gonna do with that though. I was gonna say, it's just gotta be getting enough link materials for something. Okay, there's Shizuki. Interesting. Alright, goes ahead and links him off. I was gonna say, there's gotta be some play here. Okay, goes for the Fire Charmer. Uses the effect. Oh, okay. So he's just gonna get another way to special here. I think this is enough if he wants to go into an access code talker now. Is that the plan? I'm not sure that he's got game yet though. Okay, so we are gonna have a Link 4 here. Oh! Did not see that coming. Okay. I honestly did not see this coming at all. Ah. Oh, sorry guys. Not sure what's happening there. And just going to attack in. Ouch. Yeah, that hurts. Gosh, I didn't expect that being the card that he would go for. Okay, multi-rolls effect again. So difficult to combat. Here's the end phase. So it gets to set cards. Yep, there's the first Shark's cannon. Man, just so difficult. Yeah, without a doubt, that is not an easy situation there. Banquet of Millions. Yes, I do, Dumb Gamers 22. Yeah, Gauge 2021. Yeah, I'm sure it feels that way, BananaJesus. Yup. How if you guys watch the Progression series, and Nim Nim has been having a very hard time against Simo. So he'd truly have to have a comeback miracle here. Did he get something on his draw? So he's probably thinking through the situation that he's in. We know he's got a Shark Cannon here. I'm assuming that this might be like a Widow Anchor possibly. Oh, just so tough. Oh, just normal summons Kazuki. He's gonna try and use the effect. Yep, there's the Widow Anchor. Yeah, I had a feeling that would probably be set at some point. Yep, targets the Kazuki. He's gonna take control of it. Yeah, and that's going to resolve. So again, this happens first, where he gets to take control, and that negates the effect. Man, that's rough. BananaJesus, you tried. Yeah, I don't know what you do here. That's really, really difficult. Not an easy situation. Oh, okay. Trying something. Alright, he did burn this situation here. So he does have a Monster Reborn. Doom King is an option here. Is there a better option in his grave? I don't think so. No. Yeah. So the Monster Reborn, this is a huge play, everybody, because the extra deck is off right now. Does put it in attack position. And he's just gonna battle. This will turn all his stuff back on. But he will have effects on the end phase. Or I mean in main phase 2. Yeah, so he's gonna use the effect of Guzuki here, I think. Nope. Oh, rats. I guess it has to be sent. So it can't just be when it's in there. Yeah, that's right, BananaJesus. At least you got some damage in. That's how I feel. That at least gives you some options. Oh, there's the right Geki. And yeah, that's going to clean it up. He's going to go to battle phase, and this is going to conclude round 1 probably. Oh, man, that is rough. Again, Sin Raven, though, just showing this Sky Striker build of his is just absolutely fantastic. I mean, it does such a good job of controlling these different fields that we've seen. So congratulations to him. Very well done. Okay, so results are being posted, which I always appreciate. Okay, so here we go. Round 3. Yeah, because we can't see what they're doing at the moment. Okay, so right away, we saw this last time, Star Pendulum Graph, Allure. Okay, Pendulum Call, I like it. Gets double Iris Magician, and then Harmonizing Magician. Key for this OTK to go off. Oh, and he has to end there. Oh, that's rough. That is not what he wanted to have happen. Ooh! The TheHarveCardMan would be proud, Dumb Gamers 22. You're playing scraps. That is amazing. I love it. Okay. So there's Satellite Synchron. Okay, and then he's going to go ahead and go for Junk Speeder. This is such a good card. If you're playing any kind of Synchro deck, this card puts in major work. So again, this is going to resolve backwards. So Synchron Carrier is going to resolve first. There's the token. Then comes Junk Speeder. Oh, Jet Synchron. That's a problem. That's a huge problem. So this is a really bad situation for Wolf now. So difficult to combat. Nice. Stardust Charger Warrior. And then that should allow him to have a draw. Yeah. Okay, and then he's going to chain Jet Synchron. Jet Synchron again will resolve first. Okay. Junk Servant. Very nice. And then now here's that extra draw. So a really good turn here for Dumb Gamers 22. And I appreciate that since the TheHarveCardMan had to leave, since he's all about scraps and, you know, using those junk type decks, it's neat to see him continuing with that. That's really awesome. Love it. So where does he go next now? That's the big question. What is he going to end up making? Okay, Stardust is a great choice. Yep. Now, as you can see, he still has Junk Synchron. So that's 3, 5. He can make a 7 here if he wants. Now, I'm sure that Dumb Gamers 22 is thinking, how can I go for game here? And I would be too. That's absolutely what I would be trying to do. Knowing what Wolf is playing, and he almost got it off, but Grunt had the Nibiru ready to go. Let's see if he can do something that can make that happen. Ooh. It's going to be really something to see how this plays out, guys. Does he have enough to make something like that happen? So he goes ahead and activates the field spell. Okay. Gets a special summon here of Satellite Synchron. Okay, and he's going to go ahead and sync again here. And what is he going to make? Oh, Satellite Warrior. Okay. Didn't see that. That's a problem. So, yeah, that's actually a really good situation. Now, I was just going to say, he used Pendulum Call, so the scales are safe. So he's okay with that. But that's not enough to have game, though. It's a good amount of damage. Okay, and then he's going to attack with the token here. Oh, just so close. And for Wolf, he is now down to 1,000. And you know what? That's okay, because even if he tries the instant fusion play with the Lyrillist card, he's not going to be able to make it happen. Oh, really smart decision making there from Dumb Gamers. I love that he left him with just 1,000, so he's going to have to find a way to battle through here. Now, I would have not left this Synchron carrier in attack position. If he's playing any kind of Odd Eyes build here, that could do double damage, which would allow him to take 5,000 damage. So if for some reason there is some sort of Odd Eyes in there, it's quite scary. Okay, so we'll see what happens. I would definitely be concerned. Okay, goes for Oath. Yep, there's a Black Fang Magician. Okay, puts Oath in the scale. And then he's going to be able to Pendulum Summon now. He's really going to need something good here if he's going to have a chance to win this. Okay, so here he goes. Okay, gets out Performer Pal Pendulum Sorcerer and the Purple Poison Magician along with Black Fang. Now, he can overlay here if he wants to. So he's gonna... Oh, his scales can't be popped though. He played Pendulum Call. Because I think these destroy them, right? If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, he played Pendulum Call, so that's not gonna work. Yeah, the scales are completely protected. At least from destruction. Uh-oh, that could be a problem. He might be stuck here. Okay, so he is going to Seize Summon. Yep, that's what I was going to say. This is your best option. Supreme King Dark Rebellion is very good. So what he can do in the battle phase is he can change a target's attack to 0. So I'm assuming he's going to go into the Satellite Warrior here. Yep. And then his quick effect, there it is. Detaches 1. And then, oh, that is a great play. I was not anticipating Ultimate Providence. Well done, sir. Well done. That was great, Dumb Gamers 22. That I was going to say, and that is going to be it. Fantastic. Well done. I mean, he just had everything ready to go. Almost as if he was kind of baiting something. Very smart. Okay, so let's go ahead and see how some of our other duelists ended up doing. Oh, okay, let me go to the room details. Alright, let's see if we can see how Shadow Mew ended up doing. Oh, what happened here? Oh gosh, this is going to be interesting. Holy moly. Oh boy, that's quite the situation. Oh wow, so I was just gonna say, guys, Shadow Mew doesn't care about banishing. Then he gets the dimensional fissure. That is huge, that anything goes to the grave. Oh, what a response though. Okay, oh, that's interesting though. So he purposely sends the Necroface, so smart here. And then that's going to trigger, which sends a bunch of cards. He gets another one. Oh my goodness. Man, Shadow Mew always bringing the hype. Okay, so look at that. 21 cards. Both of them instantly down here. Okay, so, or 10 cards down. Smacks with both. He's going to tag out, gets Hayate, and he's trying to get as much damage in as he can here. Wow. Okay, and it's going to be Zeke. Yeah, okay, goes for Zeke here, just so that he can keep that monster zone good. The main one nice and free goes for Shizuki, and then he's going to get the effect. Very nice. Wow, so there's the Mobilize Engage. Yeah, oh wow, what is, oh, that could not have been a better top deck, honestly. That's great stuff there. Okay, gets the draw of 1. Special summons the Eater of Millions. Normal summons. Oh my gosh. Oh! There it is. Gren Maju for game. Oh! Oh man. And Shadow Mew just takes out the Sky Striker. Wow. Oh my gosh. Oh, I was going to say, Raven. Yeah, I had a feeling that, oh, that's just rough. Okay, and then, oh, Diabolus, man, making his way here. That is just great stuff. Okay, so let's check in on Grunt and his duelist. Let's see how this is going, because they're not finished yet. Man, was that good. And I think Shadow Mew is undefeated at this point. So that's going to be interesting here for round 4. Okay, so I like the beginning. Oh, I am hyped. Okay, DreamMirrors looks so interesting to me, the artwork. I think they did such a great job of making the card design look as if you were having some sort of dream. You know, and oh, just a really interesting archetype, but not one that I've got to see used before. So, or if I have, it was very vague to where I don't remember it. Okay, so a Link 2 here goes for Cross Sheep. BananaJesus. Hey, sometimes the zombies just don't work the way you want them to. Okay. I like this of IP Masquerena. I think that's the right play. Alright. And then we've got a fusion that's going to happen here. Oh, look at that, guys. Doesn't that look amazing? Nice 3,000 defense here. Oh, wow. Oh, this is a great board being built. Oh, and that's a problem. So the Mech Knight Crusadia being on the field, all the cash is spent here for the player here that we're looking at. I can't remember their name off the top of my head. Oh, okay, so there's some damage done already, 300. And that's going to keep happening. The dream turning into a nightmare. So we see that Grunt has switched to Dangers. He's very familiar with this deck. Okay, more effects going off. The Hyper Librarian's really good, because every time there's a synchro, you get an additional draw. Ooh, he's playing the Fabled deck, everybody. Oh, I love it. That's awesome. Oh no, but all this damage being done. That field spell is putting in work. Nice, nice. I like it. Okay, Chaos Ruler. More 300 damage. Now, there's the additional draw I was just talking about, though, so that's really good. This will resolve backwards, so he's going to get that effect first. Then after that effect goes off, he'll get the Hyper Librarian effect to go off. Okay, so goes ahead and gets that Fabled card. Then he gets the additional draw, which is really good. Uses the effect, pitching, adding from one from deck to the hand. Now, goes ahead and reveals. Okay, gets the discard effect. Okay, so goes ahead and uses the effect here. Chains the trap now. Oh, so much chaining at this point. So this is going to, again, resolve backwards. So the third effect's going to happen. Then the second effect, giving him Phantos here. And then after that, he'll have the next effect of the burn. Yeah. Wow. So much happening on screen, everybody. Yeah, man. Just great stuff here. Now this to me is Yu-Gi-Oh! A fun back and forth duel. Awesome stuff. And that's what I think we've seen a lot of the tournament. You know, lots of people building decks that they find a way to be grindy, a way to go back and forth with their opponent. That's exactly what you want to have happen. Oh, okay, Taco Tony. But the problem I see here is I'm not sure how Grunt's going to get past the Crusadia Abramax. That's the part that's still confusing to me. Because this card cannot be targeted. It can be banished in other ways, though, like an Eater of Millions can banish this. Okay, again, more damage, but what's going to happen here first, Hyper Librarian's going to give him the draw. Okay, then he'll get the Fabled one. And, ooh, I like that too. So he's going to have an additional draw. Yeah, that's good stuff. Man, Fables, guys. Grunt loves to build these kind of decks. They're so much fun. Look at that. Oh, man. A +3 there. That's just crazy. Yeah, good stuff for sure. Oh. I have to say, I'm very impressed with what Grunt's doing. I mean, he has went through so many monsters at this point. Now, he does go ahead and activate the effect this time. The first time we've seen him go ahead and chain that. Oh, wow. So he's going to do this in 2 chains. Oh, what a Called by the Grave by Grunt. Oh my gosh. So it's all going to resolve backwards here. So that's going to fizzle the fusion monster that he's got here. Oh, wait a minute. Oh my gosh. And it's all going to go backwards again. We've got a 5 chain happening at this point. There's the Called by the Grave, though, causing that to fizzle. Yep, fizzles again. Okay, and then the Fabled card. Jeez. And again, this is all has to go through, and then the Called by will hit the grave. Yep, there's the additional 300. Man, I love decks that do burn. So you think about that. Every time something has been summoned, right? So that's the 11th summon this turn for Grunt. That's been 3,300 damage. Yeah, but at this point, he's got to find a way to just keep extending. What else is he going to do? I mean, Grunt has an entire field here. So there is the possibility he could go for a really big link. Oh no, I'm sorry, 6. 6 monsters. So much decision making right now. Oh, Diabolus. Yeah, that's a great point. Absolutely. What if the Avermax comes in clutch here? Yeah, because when it leaves the field, it does get an effect that's really good. Oh, so Shadow Sniper, you're gonna laugh. Dumb Gamers has been playing junk synchron monsters, so he's actually been sticking with your theme. So he's actually been doing that. In fact, oh, and that's it. And there's the surrender. Oh my goodness! And Grunt ends up taking it with Fables. And now it is going to come down to the points for how the rest of this shakes out for everybody. And guys, we hope you're having fun watching our Yu-Gi-Oh tournament. I will send a link to our Discord. That way you guys, if you want to be a part of what we're doing, you can be. We would love to have you guys be a part of our tournaments. These are free. Okay, so it looks like Daddyzilla's going first. Okay, so I'm just sending this to you guys here. Alright, so if you would love to be a part of our tournaments, you are more than welcome to join us. Okay, so everything seems to be going off very well here. Yeah, that's a good situation for sure. Yeah, so this is a good combo. I do like what I'm seeing here from Daddyzilla. Yeah, great stuff. Okay, so I do agree with this, and yes, Battle Butler. Shadowmew loves this card, everyone, just in case you don't know that. I'll let him explain that at some point. Okay, so... So that's a very, very good card there. Oh, I can give you my friend code at some point there, Jay. So there's Meow Mew now. Yep. Nice, nice. Okay, now he's going to go ahead and use Unizombie. Oh, but there's the Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit. Dang. Now that's still okay, because he's got Necro Banshee out. Okay, that's really good. Everything becomes zombie type. I love how that just looked. Look at that, showing that they're zombie type. Man, this game is so well done. They did such a great job with it. Shadowmew 7. Okay, so there's Doodle-Doo. Oh, I do agree with this. That is the right decision there. Fantastic decision from BananaJesus. Oh, but a Monster Reborn just to bring it back. Oh my gosh. Everything just going the right way here for Daddyzilla. Yeah, Daddyzilla definitely putting in some good stuff here. Yeah, Dumb Gamers 22, you impressed me, sir. You did a very nice job, and I love how you fit with the theme of the TheHarveCardMan. I thought that was really cool. Man, and this is a problem. Oh my gosh. And oh, this is rough. And there it is. One little effect damage, and it's all over for BananaJesus. He is going to have to do something amazing. The problem is right here, the Battle Butler. This is so difficult. And I think that's going to do it here, guys. I don't see how he gets past this. Okay, so uses the effect. He instantly chains. So he's going to target 2 cards and destroy them. Oh, that was huge. Huge to get rid of that card. Okay, now goes ahead and activates Gozuki here. Oh, we might be on the brink of something here, everybody. Okay, so Battling Butler in the graveyard is going to resolve first. Okay, there's the summon. Okay, there goes Gozuki. Oh, that's good. Oh my gosh, this BananaJesus is gonna find a way. Oh! And the skill drain. Oh my gosh, Daddyzilla, that was amazing. Oh man, but look at that. BananaJesus finding a way to extend. Oh, and that was just too much at that point. Wow. Daddyzilla, man, that skill drain could not have been more at the perfect time. Just an amazing job there. Wow. I definitely need to clarify that with him at some point. Okay, let's see. Yeah, Daddyzilla, man, that was hype. It was hype. Okay, so, oh, that's a rough Ash. Oh, but he's got the called by. That is a huge play there for the TheHarveCardMan. That was, oh my goodness, that is a massive play for him. Okay, so goes ahead and gets the Kriston card. Very nice. There's the token. Oh, and then gets the draw of 2 because the Ash Blossom being activated. ScrapMan now coming out. Okay, sets 1. He's going to target the Recycler. Recycler's effect is going to end up going off here. There's Golem now. He just pops Urgent Schedule. Oh my gosh, it is all going right here now for the TheHarveCardMan. Also known as the TheScrapMan here. There's Scrap Recycler again. He's going to chain the heavy freight train. Special summons it in defense. The World Chalice card goes to the grave. He's going to go ahead and link off here. Goes for Lib. Everything going right. Okay, World Legacy Succession. Such a good Monster Reborn, basically. Oh, man. Oh, it's good. It's really, really good, everybody. So, there's the Appaloosa. Now he's going to go ahead and special summon. There's the Scrap Golem. He's going to go ahead and target Recycler. Okay, and oh, that's good. And there's Citadel. Now he's got another way to do a negation here. Oh, that's good too. Okay, so Codebreaker, Virus, Swordsman. Right, there's the Code Day or Breaker 0 Day. He's going to go ahead and link 3 here. So smart. Gets out Codebreaker, Virus, Berserker. That's just going to go ahead and bring it back. So there's Virus Swordsman back again. Special summons the Code 0 Day Breaker to this side of the field. Oh my gosh. Oh, and there's the Nightmare Griffin. Oh gosh. Okay. Well, was not ready for that. So an upstart to start with, another upstart, building up, oh my gosh, 3 upstarts in a row. He's going to go to battle phase. He's going to attack in. And he does that, so, oh, huge play. Gets the Lightning Storm off. Now he can start going into his Sky Striker stuff. Uses the Mobilize Engage. Oh, and there's the multi-roll. My gosh, Raven. What an answer. Okay, so goes ahead and uses Sky Striker Airspace Area 0. Uses the effect here of Ray. He's going to link off here for Kagari. He's probably going to use Kagari's effect to go ahead and get Mobilize Engage back. Oh my gosh! But just instantly decides I'm going to change the Called by the Grave and I'm going to get rid of Ray, which I do think is a good decision. Wow. Man, we got a duel here, everybody. So, he gets the Eagle Booster. Now, he's going to probably go for Shizuki here on the end phase. Nice. And then the back row hate. Then he's going to get the effective Shizuki. Gets the Shark Cannon for the next turn. Goes ahead and uses it now. Interesting. I like that decision. Very nice. Getting rid of the World Chalice card. Okay, so goes ahead and uses World Legacy Succession. Oh, smart play. I like this decision. Okay, there's the Scrap Raptor now. Instantly a chain of Widow Anchor. I do think this is a good decision because that's going to cause that to end up fizzling, so the card does stay there. Now, he goes ahead and pops the next card. There's the Citadel now coming out. Oh my gosh, what is he going to go for here? Oh, he's going for it. Okay, there's the access code. He's going to go ahead and use the effects. So he's going to go ahead and pop the Shizuki, and then pops the multi-roll, which I do agree with. Smacks in. Okay. Oh, wow. Oh my gosh, everyone. Oh! Oh! Sin Raven! Oh my gosh! Okay, so then he goes ahead, plays the quick play that gives him the token, links off into Hayate. He's going to go ahead and attack here. That's going to go ahead and then give him the ability to send a card. He sends Ray. Main phase 2, he's going to go ahead and link off probably for Shizuki here. Super smart decision. Okay, that's going to give him something on the end phase. He's got one face down. My gosh, what a duel. Okay, this has got to be a great draw. Oh no. Oh, that's trouble for the TheScrapMan, also known as the TheHarveCardMan. Make sure you check him out on Fusion Yugioh's channel. Seriously, guys, he does all kinds of fun stuff on there. Okay, so there's the special summon of Hayate. He's just going to attack. Oh no, you can feel it, can't you, stream? The momentum is changing. Okay, goes for Shizuki. Now, I think he's gone through quite a few resources here. Let's see where he's at this point. Yeah, I think that's the last Shizuki. So there's been lots of resources spent from both players. Oh no, and he can't do anything again. Oh gosh. BananaJesus. Done for the night, I get it. Probably gonna go for Zeke here. Yep, and there's Zeke now, making sure that he doesn't control any monsters in the main zone. Goes ahead and uses the effect here. Okay, and that's smart. That was so smart. He wanted that to happen so he can start his plays all over again. So he's going to go for Kagari here probably, yeah. So Kagari comes out, so strong. He's going to activate the effect, target the mobilize engage. That's going to come back to the hand. So good. And then he'll use the mobilize engage here. Gets the Widow Anchor. Oh, this is looking fantastic now for Sin Raven. And then didn't go for Shizuki on end phase. Interesting. That grave is massive. Okay, interesting. Oh, what an Ash. So totally stopping what he wanted to probably do there. Scrapyard fizzling in the process. Oh, but that's good. So he's going to get a draw of 2. So that actually works out. Oh, it's an evenly matched. Oh my gosh. Okay, so he gets rid of all the back row. Oh, what a huge play from the TheHarveCardMan. Oh, but then we've got the Harpy's Feather Duster. He goes ahead and chains the E-Telly. Then he's got the Maxi that's going off for Sin Raven. My gosh, what a duel. And goes ahead and gets the Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit. And then has to end. Oh my goodness. Wow. That was crazy. Ooh, big fossil dig here. Using Scrap Raptor here. Can he do stuff? He can. Oh my gosh. Gets the Scrap Chimera. Okay, there's the Scrap Chimera here. Targets the Scrap Raptor. Oh, it's looking good, guys. TheHarveCardMan making something happen here. There's the Scrap Wyvern. He's going to use the effect. So smart. Oh, it's nuts, everybody. Uses Scrap Recycler. Gets the effect here. Oh, I forgot about Citadel being in the grave all this time. Oh, my gosh. And there's the boy. Powerful negate. 3000 beat stick. Pop in the back row. Oh, it's a huge back row. The Lightning Storm. What is he going to go for here? Oh! He brought up the Underworld card. Oh my gosh! And Raven down to 400 life points. I can't believe he brought this card out. Oh my gosh, and he's got the afterburner. Then he's got the shark cannon. Oh my gosh. And this is nuts right now. He's going to be able to special summon it. Okay, links them both off. What is he going to go for here? Oh, he goes for the access code. This might be the game. Oh my gosh. Literally, my jaw is wide open. I mean, this is just nuts. And I think this is it, unless he's got some crazy hand trap. Oh my gosh! And Sin Raven showing in fantastic fashion why he is one of our elite duelists at this point. But man, the HarveCardMan, the battle that he did there, the way he ended up trying to take the momentum back, hands down the best duel of the night, you two. Wow. And it comes down to Shadowmew 7 and Diabolus. So we're going to see how our tournament ends. It's been terrific. And I feel like Shadowmew has been just the sleeper of the tournament. So he has been doing extremely well and has just quietly worked himself up into the final round. That's great stuff. Good luck to both of you. Now, it's going to be... Oh, and Shadowmew won the die roll. Oh, there's a chain here, and it's an Ash. Oh, that hurts. The Ash Blossom from Diabolus putting in work already. That's a tough pot of desires there. But he still has 10 cards there. Ooh, one face down. Another. And just ends. Okay, so this is Diabolus' moment. I'm so curious what these face downs are that Shadowmew has laid. Oh, devastating. Okay, so Macrocosmos. This card is so good. And for those of you who watch my channel on a regular basis, oh, that's a great play. Okay, so Twin Twister is going to put in so much work here. So he's going to discard a card, and I like that he did the Ash. That's the smart play, because he doesn't care if that gets banished. Okay, and then what is this other face down? Is there a way that he can chain to this that can stop that from going off? Oh, it's going to go off. What was that other trap? Okay, oh, it was his own Twin Twister. Interesting. Okay, oh, it's bad. There's Fractal. Oh, Shadow had the answer, but so did Diabolus. Oh my gosh. Kit's effect is going to go off here. That's going to allow Diabolus to send Nerval. Nerval's effect is going to go off. Yep, so there's Nerval now. And then Karas is going to be added from deck probably to hand. That's my assumption off Nerval. No, just another Fractal. That's interesting. That tells me he has one in the hand. Is more than likely what the situation is there. Okay, a normal summon a Fractal. And man, the problem here now for Shadowmew, he is completely wide open. Unless he's playing some sort of Effect Veiler. Or not Effect Veiler, Battle Fader. Oh gosh. Oh, what is he about to make here? You know that he's going to try and have a setup for the next turn. Okay, so goes ahead and banishes 2. I do agree with this. Yep, and goes ahead and goes for the Link 2 here. That's going to give him a special summon. Is this where the Karas is going to come out? Oh no, just going in. That is super interesting from Diabolus. So I think he's thinking, I need this setup much more than I do anything else. Oh wow. Oh gosh, yeah, what is going to happen now? So this is where he does activate the effect. Aha. So there's the caress. I knew it was going to come out at some point. Okay, so there's the caress now. And boy, that's so interesting. Diabolus and I think so similar to each other. We're always thinking of the next play. Yeah, like he could go in there and swing for some crazy damage, but he really wanted to make sure that he had a way to properly prepare for the next turn so that he has the proper interruption. So this is really good here. So Bear Brum, this card is just so good because it's going to give him Revolt. So once he's able to get Revolt, he's going to be in really good shape because then he's going to have the interruption that he needs for the next turn. Because Grand Maju is as explosive as it is very, what's the word here? It can easily fall victim to interruption. So, and I think that's what Diabolus is going for. Just, oh man, so good. And oh, it's worse. Now it's even worse. So now he's got a quick effect on the field with Oath, Double Dragon. This is so difficult to deal with the Double Dragon Lords because he can get rid of a card from the hand. Now he's going to go ahead and link off. He's going to get out the boy, the link 4 here more than likely. Or no, probably the link 3. Yeah, so he goes for the link 3. So this is good, but the effect's going to go off here. Yep, there it is. This is going to allow him to get Revolt, and I don't think there's an interruption, no. So Shadow Mew does not like to use hand traps that much like me. Okay, so he does have to put one back. Sometimes players do and accidentally put back the Revolt. We can almost entirely assume what that is. Boy, this is where... See, Shadow Mew did have a good setup here by having the Twin Twister. It was the right setup, but unfortunately having the Twin Twister back really ended up hurting him big time. Gosh, how does he get past this? Because this is such a problem. He's got the interruption of Revolt. Okay, that's good. So he's got the Dimensional Fissure, or Fissure. Now, he is going to chain here. Okay. So instantly decides to chain. So again, it's going to resolve backwards. Let's see what he does. Yeah, Taco Tony, we're in a hype second round here at the moment. Oh no, and he has to set one face down. He might just go ahead and activate right now on the end phase. Okay, so he is going to go ahead and use the effect here. Oh gosh. I feel like Shadow Mew is in such a situation here. Wow! Sends the trap! And just pops that back to the hand. Oh, that's super... Oh, that's right, because he's got the Link 3 here. This is really good. Whoa, what a dangerous situation now for Shadow Mew. He really needs something big at this point. And I think we're going to see the Link 4 here. Yep. Oh, and that, I think, is going to do it. He's going to go ahead and go for game here, everybody. And he's just going to pop this face down. Yep, there's the effective access code talker. Oh, and that's it! And that is the game! And Diabolus winning with Tri-Brigade Ancient Warriors. He takes our second Master Duel tournament. Congratulations to you, Diabolus. What a match for you. Excellent tournament.
And there you guys have it. This Ancient Warrior Tri-Brigade build that Diabolus put together, it really put in quite a bit of work. And when I was looking at it, I was really surprised by some of the one-ofs. The Twin Twister, I mean, that ended up coming in clutch for him. The Raigeki, the Lightning Storm, I mean, just different things. By having one, you wouldn't think it made a difference, but it did. But guys, if you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button. Also, we would love to have you guys be subscribers to the channel. If you ever want to catch what we're doing live, we'd also love to have you guys be a part of our Twitch community. Hey, thanks again so much for watching, guys, and we'll see you next time.
Wait for your next challenge. I know that you beat